Hi kindergarten, it's me, Miss Phelps. Today is Monday, April 5th, 2021. Today we will sort different objects into like groups. How are we going to do this? Well, we're going to look at different shapes and sort them into different groups. Remember we talked about that word sort last week. Why are we going to do this? Well, it's important to be able to group objects that look the same. So let's get started. Here are our vocabulary words for today. Today we have the word sort. So this one's a review from last week. Remember, if we sort something, we're putting things that look similar in the same group. So this is a group of triangles, and this is a group of quadrilaterals, but they are sorted so that they're not all mixed together. Our next word is a review also, 2D shapes. So last week we talked about all these different 2D shapes. Remember, a 2D shape is a flat figure, and they could be different ones. So we have a square. Remember, a square has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. And remember, a square is also a special, that's right, rectangle. Then we have a circle. A circle just has one curved line, but it's also a flat shape. The next one we have is a triangle because it has 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 vertices, and it's also a flat shape. This one's called a pentagon, and we don't actually have to know it in kindergarten, but it's a shape that we could also have, and it's a 5-sided figure with 5 vertices, but it's still flat. Today we're going to introduce a new one, and it's 3D solids. So I want you to look at these pictures. So we have this solid, this solid, this solid, and this solid. How does this look different from this? Turn and talk to somebody just for 20 seconds. How does this and this look different? All right, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. So 3D solids are shapes that are made up of other shapes, but instead of them being flat to the ground, they actually are going to stand up. So my water bottle could be a 3D solid because it stands up in the air. Okay, or my phone could be a 3D solid because it stands up in the air. But if I was just to draw a picture, it wouldn't stand up. So 2D shapes are flat and they don't stand up. 3D solids are made of other shapes and they do stand up. So it's really important that we know that. So that's what we're going to look at today. So let's look at these two shapes. Here I have this shape and here I have this shape. How are they the same? I agree. They both do look like circles. So this is a circle. This is my 2D shape of a circle. So if I know that this is a circle, what could this be called? Ooh, I heard somebody say that could be a ball. And you know what? You're right. It could be a ball. But in math, instead of calling it a ball, we call it a sphere. Can you say sphere? Say it with me. Sphere. Nice job. So a circle is a 2D flat picture. So if we want to draw a picture of a circle on our paper, we just draw our circle. If we want to have a sphere, it's actually going to stand up like a ball. So I need your help again. I'm kind of a messy person if you haven't figured it out. So I'm trying to clean out a box in my closet. I'm wanting to organize the different shapes into like categories. Can you help me? I hope so. So here's all the stuff that's in my box. What are some things that you notice about it? Turn and talk to somebody. What's something that you notice about my shapes? Come back to me in 3, 2, 1. Tell me something. What is something that you notice? Ooh, I see a soccer ball too. I like to play soccer. What else do you see? I see a square right beside it. I see a party hat. Ooh, I see a circle. So, why do you think I want to separate these things? Yeah, part of it is because I want them to be organized. That's true. But I want to sort them so that I have one group of one thing and I have one group of another thing. How do you think I might sort these shapes? Well, let's get started. Okay, so I ended up sorting all of these into two different groups. So I want you to look. Here is group 1, and here is group 2. I want you to turn and talk to somebody that's by you. Why are all of these shapes in group 1, and why are all of these shapes in group 2? Be ready to tell me. Okay, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. Somebody tell me, why are all of these shapes together and why are all of these shapes together? How are all of these shapes the same? Ooh, okay, I heard somebody say that this is a triangle and this is a triangle, and you're right, they are. That's a pretty good clue. And somebody said this is a rectangle and this is a rectangle. I agree. And this is a square and this is a square. Ooh, I like how somebody said, which is a special type of rectangle. You're right. And this is a circle and this is an oval. So what do all of those things have in common? That's right, they are all flat. And what do we call shapes that are flat, that do not stand up? That's right, we call them 2D shapes. So if these are all 2D shapes because they're flat and they don't stand up, then why are all of these shapes together? I have a party hat, I have a cylinder, I have a soccer ball, I have a rectangular prism, I have a can, I have a box, I have a sphere, I have a cone. How are all of these the same? That's right, these are not flat, so they're made of different shapes. So if I look at this one, I can see that there's a rectangle and there's a square, so it's made of other shapes. And what else does it do? That's right, it stands up. So these are flat. I just have to draw them on a piece of paper, but they don't stand up. These are not flat, and they actually do stand up. So these are 2D shapes. Do you remember what these are called? That's right, these are 3D shapes. And it's because they are made of other shapes and they stand up. Thank you for helping me to sort them all. So let's review what we talked about today. Today, we sorted different objects into like groups. We looked at different shapes and we sorted them to the like groups. Do you remember what the two groups were? That's right, we had 2D shapes and we had 3D shapes. So we had two groups today. And we did it because it's important to be able to group objects that look the same. Here's what you're going to do today. Just like we did in the video, we're going to sort all 8 objects into 2 different groups. So if you have the paper in front of you, you're going to cut them out and you're going to sort them either into group 1 or to group 2, and then you're going to glue them down. Then I want you to actually tell someone how you actually sorted them. Okay, so you're going to cut them out and then you're going to sort them and glue them down. If you're at home and you don't have this paper, you're able to drag them into group 1 or group 2, but make sure you still tell someone how you sorted them. After you're done, make sure you take a picture and you upload it to Google Classroom. If you have any questions, ask your teacher. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.